2 days out from the FA Cup third round with Liverpool. How's the sort of mood in the camp at Accrington, and how preparations going basically?
Yeah, the mood. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone can't wait. It's a dream come true for some people, and yeah, everyone's just buzzing for it. Did a little bit of analysis this morning on them. It was a bit weird, obviously, like the gaffer going through their shape and naming people like Van Dijk and McAllister and stuff, and just looking at their team. But yeah, everyone's looking forward to it, and we can't wait for Saturday now.
And just tell me a bit about your career.
Yeah, so I was actually National League North. I was at a team called Southport. I was them for 2.5 years. And I just think there were many times in that period where I thought about giving football up because I was part-time football, so I was roofing at the same time, and it was just all a little bit too much. And I just thought, am I ever going to get that chance to be a professional footballer? And I just think it comes down to my family, my mum, my dad, everyone else who pushed me on to keep going at football. And this is why I'm here now at Accrington, because I kept going, I worked hard, and thanks to Jed and the gaffer for giving me the opportunity. I'm now playing against probably the best team in the world at the moment in Liverpool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Saturday, and the step up's been crazy. Like I say, I was part time, so being at Accrington it's full time. So your fitness, you're in every single day, you're training in the morning. Whereas part time, you was going to work and then you was rushing off to your second job, which was football and training at night. So yeah, it's been a change for me, but I'm adapting to it, and I've settled in well, and everyone here has made me feel welcome, and yeah, I'm enjoying it at the moment.
Great stuff. And yeah, Liverpool obviously flying at the minute. So how do you go from back-to-back wins in League Two to then switching that mindset completely to facing league leaders, Premier League leaders, Liverpool?
Yeah, like I say, it's a little bit surreal. Like I just said, then obviously we went through a bit of shit this morning, and when the gaffer were naming like players, big world class players, Van Dijk, Salah, and watching clips of them, we all started laughing and that. But I said in one of my other interviews, at the end of the day, it's just 11v11. When you step over that white line, the whistle goes. It's 11 men versus 11 men. So. Yeah, we'll go out there. We'll enjoy it. We'll embrace the moment and stuff, and we'll take it all in. But like I say, once that whistle goes, it's just 11v11, and yeah, we'll be ready to go.
And I know that a lot of players have bought tickets and stuff like that. How many tickets have you have been asked for the game?
Yeah, I got for quite a few tickets. Originally, I think you was allowed to get, I think it was 20 or 30. So I got all them, and that was just for like my family and close friends. And then I got a few more just for friends who, I'm close with, but just hard to see them at the moment. Obviously, I live over here. So I live in Accrington, so it's just hard to see people back Leeds. I go down sometimes on a Tuesday after training. Obviously, we get the Wednesday off, so yeah, I've got quite a few tickets, and there's a minibus coming over from Leeds Saturday morning to Anfield.
And you are a Leeds United supporter, that's correct, is it? I think I've seen that on
Yeah, that's correct.
Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah, I said before in one of my interviews, I'd love to get Leeds United, and obviously Liverpool being drawn out. Yeah, it was mental, and Liverpool will do nicely.
yeah, sure they will. I mean, you've been doing pretty well so far, haven't you? In the sort of short time you've been at Accrington, a few goals as well in there, a few assists. How tough is the League Two as a league? How tough is it? And especially with that schedule, normally Saturday, Tuesday, how much does it take a toll on you players?
Yeah, it's tough, and like I say, coming from part time to full time, obviously you train every single day, so it does take toll on your body. But I feel like I've adapted well, and like you say, I've chipped in with a few goals and a few assists. So long may that continue, and just hopefully I can keep doing well, keep being in the team, and yeah, just keep helping the team out with goals and assists and get wins.
Just in terms of a shirt that you might want, and is there any particular Liverpool player that you'd be after that for at the end of the match?
Sorry, what was that? Whose shirt would I want at
Yeah,
the
would you
end of
want
the
to
match?
swap with?
I think it just depends on obviously what team they put out. Obviously, I've got a few in mind. Obviously, Salah, Van Dijk, etc. I don't know if they'll play. But like I say, yeah, just depends whoever they put out, and whoever they put out, I'll just go for whoever. Really, I think everyone will be fighting everyone for the shirts.
Brilliant, mate. Best of luck, Tyler. Thanks for your time this morning. And yeah, best of luck. Hope it's a great experience for you guys.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Okay, brilliant.
Thank
Thanks.
you, mate. Thank you.
Bye bye. And then looking ahead to Accrington at the weekend, big game for them, obviously, League Two side. Harks back to the advert in the 80s, of the milk and everything. And then I think the last time the two sides played, I think they only met once. It was in 1956, and Billy Liddell scored twice, captain of the day. Um, yeah, big game for Accrington, but for Liverpool, you've already mentioned it sort of should be a run of the mill type thing. Do you expect to see a lot of changes to the team as well?
I think you have to. I think Tuesday's the biggest game of the season so far, and so I think you'd be daft to sort of go too strong just a few days before. I think there's players who need games as well, and so you look at it last night, and we played um, three different defenders, and I thought all of them looked a little bit rusty. I mean, Quanto apparently was ill, so maybe it was more of that with him. But I thought um, Jamaica started poorly before sort of growing into it, and the same for Bradley as well. And so I think for those two, you see, um, now Bradley's been injured, so there's not much they can do about that. But I think you saw that you could do. People need games sort of every now and again because to keep them sharp. Because if you do need them, and then you sort of throw them in, especially when it's two or three of them, you can't expect them to be sort of on it straight away. And so I think there's lads out there who sort of need games, and I think it'd be good to get them. And so using rotation, not just for resting people, but also for keeping sharpness in squad players, and maybe if there's space, give a couple of younger players a go. So I'd fully expect Darwin Núñez to start. I thought he had a good cameo off the bench. Obviously didn't score, which was a little bit of a shame, but his movement and threat last night was a level above sort of anything else that had been on before. And so I would look to start Darwin, and hopefully he gets sort of a couple of goals, because I think he'd be someone who is going to be required at stages between now and the end of the season. So good to get him some minutes. So you'd expect Darwin to play. You'd expect Chiesa to start. He's been on the bench a couple of times recently, not sort of got on, but at least an hour from him would be good. Harvey Elliott, who we've not really seen too much of at all, which surprised me a little bit. You'd expect sort of him to play, and so you can start to get sort of a nucleus of a decent team without having to worry about too many of the guys who've played a lot of football recently. If then bringing in the likes of Endo, maybe using some younger players like Morton or whoever, you can get a pretty good team onto the pitch. I think in that sort of situation, and so I think we can change and be strong, and certainly be too strong for Accrington, and so that's the way I will be approaching it, and I'm pretty sure the way the manager will be approaching it as well.